so this is another thing I do to help prevent robbing in my hives. Carefully try to pick this up here. Oh, that is not good. You'll see them flail their front legs up in defense. Yep, see, there they go. It happens pretty quick. Oh, ooh, there's a good one. Hey everyone, I'm Alicia McDuffie. This is Honeybee Buzz. We're getting ready to do a few things with the hives here today. Joining me is my very, very good friend, Melanie. She's also a longtime beekeeper. She's just gonna help me out with some of the things we have to do. Today we're gonna be covering preventing robbing and how to protect your hive from that. We will also cover the bottom boards I use in more detail. I'll be showing you one that I currently have that I'm going to install on the bottom of a hive. Okay, so we have this hive disassembled and ready for inspection. Again, big thing in the fall that happens with bees is trying to make sure while you're doing your inspection, the hive body you've taken off isn't getting robbed out and taken by other bees. What I've brought up here with me is a slightly damp sheet that we are going to take and cover this box with. And I mean, you can do the same thing with your inner cover. Inner cover goes just nicely on as well. If you want to throw a wet sheet over top the inner cover and the rest of the hive bodies, there's nothing wrong with that too. The further I get into these hive inspections, since I've got 5 hives here, the more robbers are going to start to show up because they will smell this honey. So we're just going to very gently cover these bees with this wet sheet. And the reason it's wet is because the bees generate enough of their own heat that I don't want them overheating while they're covered. So that's another way to prevent robbing while you're doing inspections, especially in the fall. This is what happens when you don't use a sheet. And I only have the inner cover on top. So we still have bees that can get in and then causing this, oh, see that? Yep, right there. Causing this hive to become aggressive, because no, I shouldn't say aggressive. I should say they're becoming defensive. I mean, who wouldn't, you know, if someone's trying to attack? So you can see them getting in there, and the guard bees doing their job. Trying to protect the hive. They got out of there pretty quick, didn't he? Yep. Oh, we got a leaf. What are we doing with the leaf? Okay. Oh, there we go. There's a good example. You'll see them flail their front legs up in defense. Yep, see, there they go. It happens pretty quick. Oh, ooh, there's a good one. So hence the reason the bees are defensive. He got away, or she got away. All right, let's close them up so we don't torture them anymore. All right, so this is another thing I do to help prevent robbing in my hives. You can see the bees have already propolised some of it here, but I just use window screen. I roll it up and I stick it in the front of their entrance to help reduce the amount that they have to protect. This still allows ventilation to happen within the hive because it's not completely blocked. We have lots of holes here. If you really want to help kind of slow down things a little, you can also just, oh shoot, that did not work. Let me try this again. Hello, honeybee. You're stinging me, aren't you? Yeah, you just stung me. You can't sting me again. Probably ought to not use that hand to put at the entrance though. Let's try this again, shall we? All right. I'm just gonna take these oak leaves. I'm just gonna kind of stuff it into the entrance a little for a little while. And that'll help kind of slow everything down a bit. Okay, so if you have seen any of my other videos, I have briefly gone over the bottom boards that I use from greenbeehives.com. This is their design. They got this hardware cloth here. I think it's number 8. I'm gonna have to go back to their website and double check. And they have it bigger so that more things can fall through, like your hive beetles can fit through it, the larvae can fit through it, wax moth larvae, along with, of course, pheromites can fit through this without a problem. We've got the oil tray, and this is a used one, so that's why it doesn't look pristine and beautiful anymore. It's been well loved. We got the oil tray that slides completely out if you'd like. And then, of course, the rest of this is basically just a regular bottom board. And I painted it and do a good job, but I painted it. So yeah, I use this on all my hives. I leave it on all seasons. It's great for being able to peek into this tray without even having to go inside your hive. You can have an idea of what's going on inside, and that is just wonderful. It brings lots of peace of mind. And then, of course, you don't have to worry about trying to swap out bottom boards when you're trying to go from fall to winter or winter to spring. Just leave this on and it takes care of all of that. So we're going to swap out Melanie's babies here. They have a regular bottom board. We're going to swap them out with this one. Propolis.
Do you have a propolis song you can sing?
Hive beetle. Look, everybody. This is a small hive beetle. Guess what we get to do with them?
Squish them.
Squish. There we go. The bees are going, what the heck is going on with our hive? All right. Carefully try to pick this up here. Oh, that is not good.
It might be the screen. The screen is attached. It's got propolis on the bottom right. So you might need a glove. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Okay, now the oil tray is on, and we're going to go ahead and add our oil to this. And I usually switch out the oil about once a month, depending on what's happening within the hive at the time. Because you definitely don't want it to build up so far that you start growing mold and other things. So you do need to be aware of that. You can't just put this oil in and leave it there like it's no big deal. You do have to empty it at least once a month or more, depending on the buildup on the bottom of the tray. And let me show you what some of these trays look like when they get this full and nasty. All right, as you can see here, we got a few dead bees. I'm not sure how they got in there. That is a hive beetle right there. And we've got several hive beetles. There's another one and another one. But if you were finding larvae in here, it's typically the small hive beetle larva. Unless you have a really big problem, that's probably wax moth larva. And then they have to go into the ground in order to pupate, and then they come back as adults and they restart the cycle all over again. So this stops that process as well. But we're just gonna go dump this, take care of some of the weeds.